Folks, hello and welcome to Tavern Chat. I am your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, your main proprietor of the Tenkar's Tavern blog. So, uh, just like rats fleeing a sinking ship, thus goes nuTSR or TSR3. I like to call it TSR3, but I think the general parlance is new TSR. So, the latest to leave the circle of TSR is apparently Vince Florio.
OSR news. Well, gaming news. Obviously, we've seen the stuff that's been going on with TSR. That's all over the place.
Yeah, and it's probably me. And yes, by the way, just so folks don't get all upset, why is Tenkar pausing it so much? Because fair use, I have to transform it, and that means I have to comment, and that means, yes, I'm not playing stuff straight through. So if it upsets you, if it annoys you, I got to play by the rules as written. All right, I don't make them.
And obviously, Michael resigned as whatever his position was.
All right, whatever his position was. Now, Michael Havermill has been on numerous videos with Vince on his channel, uh, doing press releases and whatnot. And Vince, at this point, doesn't know Michael's titles. Okay, but we'll move on.
ECP or whatever. Communist discovery. I don't. Chief Creative Officer, I think it is, and Chief Publicity Officer. I don't know. PR.
And that's what it is. It's Chief Creative Officer, or what it was, and Chief Public Relations or Publicity Officer. But again, Vince is acting like he doesn't know this, but he's dealt with Michael, and my short dealings with Michael. I overall, I think Michael is and was a gentleman. I just think he hooked his hitch to the wrong train. But let's continue.
PR officer. Right. I forget the exact title, and I apologize for getting that getting that wrong. I mean, I those titles, right? They're just titles are just titles half the time. But he was, he won't be there anymore, unfortunately. Michael was a good guy, and
he was. Like I said, I agree. Of the personalities at TSR, Michael didn't seem to fit.
To talk to, he I don't know. I like communicating with him. If I had a question, he always had some type of answer for me. So,
now we're going to go with that some type of answer. When it comes to TSR, there were very rarely real answers that Vince ever gotten, and maybe that frustrated Vince. I think the first time that Vince had Lanasa on, he was frustrated because Lanasa was not giving a straight answer. And I thought, listen, I still think Vince is pretty much the founder of podcasting for old school gaming in the OSR. If it wasn't for Vince, there are many podcasts we wouldn't have out there. So I felt bad as somebody who considered Vince a friend to see Vince get caught up in this.
I'm going to miss him there. I will miss him in TSR. Yeah, life goes on, and what are you going to do? Mm-hmm. TSR will move on, and I don't know if they're going to replace him or not. They probably will not. So, oops. The reason he had left, I'm not sure. You'd have to ask him directly.
And none of us are sure. None of us know. I doubt that Michael's going to talk about it. We know Justin's not going to talk about it.
And he'll probably tell you why.
Or not.
But, or not. I'm thinking not, but at least, he made a statement and he said goodbye to everyone and thanked everybody. He has no ill will. So what are you going to do?
And he was gracious in his leaving and even had nice things to say about Justin. So I'll leave it at that.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Nothing more I can even say about it. I was told about it because I went to bed and then all of a sudden I woke up and saw all the news and then people were
same thing that happened to me,
messaging me about it. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. So I mean, I can't report on everything. So
Now he's going to go on to a bit of why he has not been reporting, and apparently Vince had COVID, um, as I had, and I still have some after effects from it, and I apologize for the clearing of the throat and other sort of crap, occasional sneezing.
I'm not, a click whore for TSR, so
What?
I don't even know what that would be in reference to, although I do think Vince's best watched videos have been some of the TSR stuff, but I could be wrong.
Why not?
because
Everyone thinks you are.
yeah,
Everyone thinks you are. Now, why would that be? Well, because Vince was doing press releases for TSR. Vince was having Michael and Justin do interviews, showing off the new Star Frontiers, right? So, interesting.
I know,
not?
right?
Yeah.
I don't honestly care that much. I was helping them out and distributing news as it came up and covering things, and that's about it.
And that's about it. So, I had heard. Now, again, this is from. I haven't seen the screenshot, but I was told that apparently I am. I am woke because I'm anti TSR, and there's people who think I have a vendetta against TSR. I just think that they're grifters. All right, and I think that they are, going to grift from the company. And by the way, just so you all know, thanks to one of the amazing members of the Tavern who sent me into a rabbit hole on Don Samora. Don is the person who wrote the Dungeon Crawl board game. I got some I's to dot and T's to cross, because it looks like it's going to be a very interesting investigation as to Don's history as a person running various companies. Again, I need to make sure, though, the person I'm looking at is the person that wrote the game, that it all falls together. Because if it all falls together, it'd be interesting. But if it isn't, I don't want to smack somebody who it doesn't apply to. But now Vince goes on, talks a little Tenkar smack, which we won't even probably get into right now. It's not the point of this video. But hey, if you look at the Evil DM's channel, there's a playlist, and one of the playlists is TSR press release. Now, there's only one thing in there, but that means that it was planned to be more TSR press releases. So this was when the TSR Con date changed.
Hey, folks, it's Vince the Evil DM. I'm here with some breaking news
He's also there with Michael
from TSR. I got Michael K. Hovermail here, the CCO of TSR.
Well, he remembered what Michael's title was at that time. Just couldn't remember what the name of the company was, but I don't blame him.
Excuse me. How you doing today, Michael?
I'm feeling great, Vincent. How are you?
Great. Well, I had to nab you to get this done because I saw it blasted across Facebook, and I've already had tons of people message me on the side with rumors and things going and accusations. So what do I always do? What do I always say? I go straight to the horse's mouth, and apparently that's you right now. So you were free.
All right. So he went to the horse's mouth, and again, this is a TSR press release, goes into details on why the TSR Con date was changed. We don't need to go into that. Let's move on. Hey, breaking news. TSR files suit against Wizards of the Coast.
Good morning, folks. This is Vince the Evil DM. Hope you're doing well today. I woke up this morning with some breaking news. I had known about this news, but I wasn't sure when it was going to happen. But TSR has launched a lawsuit against Wizards of the Coast.
Did you notice something about that we just said? Right here, I'm going to just, I know somebody's going to go, oh, why is it Tenkar rewinding? Just got to listen to it.
Good morning, folks. This is Vince the Evil DM. Hope you're doing well today. I woke up this morning with some breaking news. I had known about this news, but I wasn't.
I had known about this news. So he knew the lawsuit was being filed. So listen, do I get inside information from what's going on at TSR on occasions or stuff related to it? Sure. My sources aren't Justin, they aren't Michael, they aren't Ernie. Okay, but I can be damn well sure that Vince's sources were such individuals. So now, again, Vince for this video, 2,365 views. God bless. That's great traffic for Vince, for me, for anybody. I mean, that's awesome. 217 comments. Holy crap. But people ask questions that don't get addressed. Like, what about the fraud that is alleged by Wizards of the Coast against TSR? Not addressed. So, I mean, listen, am I glad that Vince has disassociated himself from TSR? Certainly. According to Vince, though, he never really was associated, right? Matter of perspective. If the perspective that you have is that I have a vendetta against TSR, then your perspective on the other side should be Vince was carrying that water. There's no other way to look at it. Now, if you're saying, why does Tenkar, why does Eric have a vendetta against TSR? Well, Justin threatened me with legal action. That certainly is a nice way to get me focused, like a dog chewing on a bone, trying to get to the bone marrow, right? That's how you get Tenkar focused. I don't know what got Vince focused, but I would hazard a guess that Michael, Vince, maybe who knows will be next, has seen the writing on the wall that this is not going to end well. But we shall see, right? Again, I wish Vince luck, because I wouldn't be here doing this cast if it wasn't for Vince. Okay, Vince brought me into podcasting. Vince showed me how I got done. Vince had faith in me for what I could do, and I'll never forget that, and I'll always appreciate that. Which is, again, why you get protective of the people that protected you, right? So I really felt and still feel bad that Vince got roped into this shit. But I'm glad he's getting out. All right, folks. Like I said, I've got more digging to do on the Dungeon Crawl board game. There's a lot of little threads to pull on that one. I got to pull them all. So on that note, we're in the midst of the world of COVID. More people than you even knew have had it, or are having it right now. I'm not saying wear a mask, not saying don't wear a mask, not saying get vaccinated, not saying don't get vaccinated. I am saying, your issues, your comorbidities. Have a medical professional who knows your risk factors. Have them give you advice that fits you. All right. And on that note, be safe, be well, God bless, roll those dice. And God willing, I'll be back again tomorrow. And the game's still on, but go Tampa. All right.